Today we're going to be talking about my new course. Oh my goodness. Girl. Okay, look, I've been trying to birth this thing for a minute, okay? And it took a minute, but you know what? I'm going to just share it and we're going to talk about all of it tonight, okay? Stay tuned. You're feeling froggy? Let's jump. Hey, boos. Ooh, I hope y'all jumping out there because our girlie is jumping up in here. Anyways, hey, boos. I'm so excited to be here again. Okay, right? Like riding a bicycle, a little rusty, but hey, it's all good. So, anywho's, I'm your girl, Michelle, coming to you live from LBC Studios. I've been doing all kinds of stuff out here in these internet streets. And I want to share a little bit about the course that I'm doing. And actually this one, oh my goodness, I was working on this all day. And I'm so excited to share this with you, right? So today, this is what we doing, okay? You want to know? Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. Yes, we're giving you a sneak peek of module 2. And this particular one, oh my goodness, I literally just finished doing all of the niceness out and on my Kajabi page. But oh my goodness, you guys, if you decide to jump in on this and get to be a part of the beta group that I am running currently, you'll have access to this on tomorrow on Halloween. Or is tomorrow Halloween? No, tomorrow isn't Halloween. You'll have it on Halloween, which is Tuesday. So you'll be able to kind of help me finish this course together. So you'll get an insider's view of how I'm creating this, and also to be a part of that unique group of people who can see this and could actually move it to where you want it to be. So I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, for all of the things that we're going to talk about today. Today we're going to be talking about, this right here. Yeah, this right here. That's what we're going to be talking about. And this is actually some of the storytelling techniques that every content creator need to know. Like, seriously. Oh my goodness, I can hear my brain again. So I gotta turn on the music. Okay, yes. All right. So yeah, we're gonna be doing all of that today. So get a pen, okay? Because you getting some exclusive, stuff from my course. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. So, anywho's. So, in case you missed what we do on this channel, we do all kinds of stuff. But let me just tell you, okay? Yes, I'm your girl. Yes, this is what we do up in here. This is LBC branding. I help you stand out so that you can make your mark in the world. The way I do that is through my MARK method, which stands for mindset, authenticity, revenue, and knowledge. I do that via classes and courses and social learning just like this. So what are you waiting for? It's time for you to make your mark. Okay, right? Okay. So so that's what we do. Okay, up in these streets. And so I'm gonna jump right into this presentation because this is meat, man, like meat. So, I had a chance to do some research and I absolutely love all of the stuff that I'm learning, and I'm going to share that with you. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay. So this is our sneak peek into one of the classes in module 2. Okay. And this right here, my friends, oh my gosh, we're going to be talking about engaging the audience. Okay, come on, move. There we go. Okay, I got it to move. All right, so yes, this is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about engaging the audience, or your audience. And we're going to dive into like some of the things that we're going to do that with. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys, wait a minute. Let me holler at you for a second. Let me holler at you. We're going to be talking about these things. And there like 8 different things for you to know when it comes for storytelling. Okay, so back to this. Okay, I just had to switch something in the background. So back to this. Okay, all right. So in this section, we're gonna jump in Okay, and let's just do it. Okay, so this is all about you telling your story and figuring out what it is about you that you want to share with the world. Okay, and so remember, it's about meaningful relationships, right? It's about having those relationships with your customers, with your audience, all of those types of things. And so it's all about you trying to share those things. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna jump into the actual storytelling techniques. Okay, good. Really? That's what we're doing? Oh my God. Right. So now you're seeing some of my little things, my little tricks in the background. But you know what? It's all good because guess what? It's all live. It's all live. All right. So, right. So let's go ahead and talk about the first one, which is called the monolith, the monomyth. And I know you're probably wondering, what the heck are you talking about? What is a monomyth? Okay. So you may know this because if you've ever watched any kind of movie, you know what this technique is. Okay, so if you ever watch Harry Potter, if you ever watch Frodo, or read the book by Joseph Campbell, The Hero's Journey, that's what the monomyth is. Okay, so here. Oh goodness, did I do one of those? I did do one of those. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Do the right one. Okay, here we go. So, right. So basically this is when the hero kind of comes up against, goes out for a challenge and comes up against something, some challenge that he faces or some adventure, and they come back transformed. So it doesn't have to be the Harry Potter story or whatever. This is basically your story, but I know you've seen this all over the interwebs. Okay, I know you have. Okay, so let me go back to this. Right. All right. So come on, man. There we go. Oh my goodness, everything is slow tonight. So anyway, so basically content creators think this way, right? And it's just basically the way you frame your story. Where you start. Remember a time when you pushed through, a time that you had a challenge of some sort. Basically what this does, this is the juicy part of the monomyth story. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the mountain. Okay. So I know you're probably like, mountain, what are you talking about? Imagine a mountain that you need to climb. You need to ascend the mountain, you'll reach its peak, and then you need to come back down the mountain. Okay, so let me tell you what's really fun about the mountain structure. Okay, so the mountain structure is just that. It's, you start off with like a calming where you kind of get things started and all this other kind of stuff, but then you reach a climax, and at the end of that climax, then you would resolve whatever issue or whatever detail you had and come back down to, you come down the mountain, right? Sometimes these stories don't have a happy ending. Okay. Not all stories have to have a happy ending, even though I like those kind of stories, but it's just basically talking about the climb and how you did it. So here's an example of that. An example of that could be how you thought about your product, whatever it is that you're doing, how you thought about your product and how you took it from concept to actually making your first sale. That is what the mountain is. So you could use that technique for doing that. Okay. So this next one, oh my God, I love this one because I tend to do this a lot when I'm talking about something and then I talk about something else that's related. Okay. So those are called nested loops. Okay. So think of Russian dolls. Okay. And it's a story within a story. Okay. So just think about that. Okay. Now, when you get to the story within the story, basically what it is, it's a story loop, right? And it's basically interrupted by another story that makes perfect sense to make your crazy, whatever story. It could be a crazy story. It could be a good story. It could be, a funny story, whatever, right? That you drop in the middle of a story, but it keeps you on track and it basically helps you prove your point to go to the next thing. So that's called a nested loop. Okay. So I bet you didn't know that, right? I bet you didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the next one. So this one is called spark lines. Okay, and I know you're probably wondering, what is a spark line? Okay, let me tell you. Okay, so a spark line is like a contrast of what is and what could be. Okay, I tell you what a spark line is. Think about Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, right? When he did his I Have a Dream speech, he was talking about what was, okay, what was, and then what it could be. Like, one day we could all be together and share love and happiness all together and share our differences, right? So that's an example of a spark line, right? So let's get a little bit deeper into it. These are famous. These are good for showcasing your vision for something. So let's say, for instance, you had a vision for some product or something, and let's say you wanted to, talk to some investors or something and telling them what could be, what the possibilities are for a vision that you have, right? So that's where the spark line technique would come in. So see, she's telling about what she wants, and these people are like, oh, okay, I can see that. I see you, boo. I see you, right? This is how you could use a spark line. Okay. Oh my God. So this next one I love this one. Now, I know you guys see this all the time. If you've ever watched a Mission Impossible movie or James Bond movie, this is how it always starts. It starts like this. We're talking about the in media res. And I know you're like, what are you talking about, Willis? Okay. What an in media res is basically throwing your audience right in the middle of the action. You don't know what's happening. You don't know where you started. You don't know what happened. All of a sudden, you're in the middle of a story and it's a lot of stuff going on, right? But you don't know what happened. Now you have to backtrack and tell the story, right? So this particular technique is called in-res media, and I love it because you're dropping somebody in the middle of the journey and you don't know where you're going, and you're just like, oh my god, what is the mission, what is happening, what is going on? But you finally, you have a way of getting back to what the mission is. Okay, so I know you've seen it. If you watch any James Bond movie, if you watch Mission Impossible, they all start like this. Okay, these are good techniques that you could use when you're telling your brand's story. Okay, I'm just telling you. This is gonna be in my course, you all. Okay, oh my god. Okay, all right, so how about this one? This one is called converging ideas. All right, oh my goodness, I love this one too. So this one it's like somebody is telling, like do you have four people telling the same story and they all kind of converge into one story, right? Somebody is telling it from their perspective and then somebody else is telling it from their perspective, but they're all a part of the same tapestry. Okay. And it's funny. The funny thing was, when I was thinking about this particular story, what did I think of? Oh, I thought about, for those who are Christians out there, you guys know this story. So like the first, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, those are like 4 New Testament books that 4 different people wrote, or 4 different ones wrote, but it was all accounting the same thing. Basically, that's what I'm talking about. That it all kind of like merges into one big idea. Right. So, I know, for those of you who are not Christian, because I know there's some of you out there, like, let's say, for instance, I am proud to be a part of a community of like-minded entrepreneurs and content creators who create YouTube videos and things like that for the passions and things that we do. Okay. So I'm just one of many people that do that in my community. Okay. Now, I know other people in that community, and each one of them also have a story, but they're all interconnected because we're all on the same mission, even though we're on separate roads, but our missions converge. Okay, so to create this beautiful tapestry that you see before you of content creators, doing what they do, right? So that is another an example of that particular technique, converging ideas. So there you go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So next, we're going to talk about the false start. And I know you're probably like, what are you talking about, Willis? Well, okay. A false start is often, okay. So it kind of reminds me of the in res, in media res. It kind of reminds me of that. However, basically it's like when a story goes off the rails, basically. So the story goes off the rails somehow. You kind of like start and you're like, you thought you were going in one direction, but the story went completely off the rails, and now you got to backtrack and start again. That's what the false start is. So like, and you always know it's a plot twist that you never see it coming. And so you're like, oh, wait a minute. So when you think plot twist, think false start, because basically you're taking someone on a journey, right? But then something happens and completely turns it around, right? And so you're like, wait a minute, didn't see that coming, right? That is an example of that. Oh God, did I forget it that quick? Wait a minute. Yeah, of the false start. That's an example of that. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we're going to talk about the petal structure. So the petal structure, what is this? Okay, imagine a flower. Okay, and this flower has multiple petals, but it's all telling one story. That's kind of what I've been doing since last week, right? So, but this is great for like episodic type things, or where you could tell multiple stories, right? And each story is good all by itself. You could have one story that's an individual story that's good all by itself, but when combined with the next story and the next story, like pulling the petals off of a flower, even though that beautiful flower makes something beautiful all together, but each one of those petals can be separate on its own. So that is part of the petal the petal structure. So I like this. This is something that you could use, a technique that you can use for episodic content, or you could use it as a series. So think about some of those things that you want to do, in like series form, like, oh my gosh, I can talk about, I love talking about Canva. I could talk about all the magic stuff. That's a series. I could talk about each single one by itself, and it can stand alone by itself, but put together, I could make a playlist, something like that. So that is the petal structure. So those are 8 different techniques that we talked about today that you can use in your storytelling, which is amazeballs. Okay. So look, I know. I've been talking a lot about this course, and this is one of the perks of that course. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back to that. It just disappeared. Okay. This is one of the perks of that course. The perk is you have a workbook that you can work through all of this stuff, right? When you're putting your thoughts together, when you're doing all the stuff, you have a workbook. Now the workbook is a PDF. It's a deliverable. It's a digital deliverable, right? And it's a PDF. But guess what? You could upload that into Canva and add to it. Or if you're one of those people who like to write, you could download the PDF and actually write in it and do all the things. And it's amazing because it's a step-by-step guide. It helps you with everything. And the way you get it is by going to lbcbranding.link/story. Oh my goodness. You'll have access to the workbook. And not only that, it'll come by email. It'll come by email. You'll have access to the book where you can download it and actually start working on all this stuff. And you can also join the beta bunch. Okay. Of course, it's a group of us. And I'm giving you an opportunity to become one of the beta members of this course to help with the trajectory of the course. Oh my gosh, right? So you can help me write it. You can help me do all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. So for only $20 more. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So that, my friends, was a snippet, and that was a bonus, actually, a bonus lesson that I wrote today. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited. So I want to show you, okay? And I even created a test where, you could actually, test your knowledge on the stuff that you learn, right? So where'd it go? Come back. Child. It's a trip. Okay, so here we go. This is module 2, right? This is what I have so far. I'm recording this week, so I'll have all of these recordings here so that you can access all of this, right? But what we just talked about, right? This is module 2, and it has all this good stuff in here. Oh my God, this is the bonus with ChatGPT, y'all. Oh my God, the stuff that you can do with this and then turn around and make prompts and put it in ChatGPT. Yo, mind blowing, okay? Just mind blowing. I'm just saying. So anyway, this is what we just talked about. Okay, we just talked about those techniques that you should know, the magic of the monomyth, scaling that story mountain. Remember, we just talked about that. Then we talked about those nested loops, the little Russian dolls, all of that. We talked about spark lines. We talked about in media res. We talked about converging ideas, the false start to keep them guessing, and then the pedal structure. Oh my goodness, right? And then some, FAQs, all kinds of stuff. But then, oh my goodness, but wait. Look, so I did this today too. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So there's a quiz so that you can test your knowledge on all this stuff, right? So look, there's a quiz. Oh my God, I don't know. You probably can't see that. And I'm scrolling super, super fast. But I'm so excited about all of this, right? I'm so excited. So just in case you've been under a rock, or I haven't really told too much about it because I've been working hard, y'all, because this junk is not easy. It is not easy, but it's a lot of fun. I love creating stuff. And so I would spend hours upon hours in this chair creating all kinds of goodness for you. So I'm so excited. So anyway, just in case you've been hanging around and you're wondering, what else you talk about? Here's what you missed.
In case you missed the last episode of Weekend Shenanigans, we talked about the latest updates from Dashboard. We explored all the fantastic enhancements and showed you how to make the most of these new features. Whether you're a student, a family organizer, or someone who loves staying organized, Dashboard has something for everyone. Join us Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern for a live tutorial on our YouTube channel. You can find us everywhere at LBC Branding. It's time for you to make your mark.
I just like that music. It's just so happy and fun. So anyways, I'm so excited you came to hang out with moi. Okay, so I'm not going to say before you long because, I got mad stuff to write and to make sure that I have my scripts ready and all that, so that when I have to record all of this, oh my gosh, I'm going to be recording all of module 2 this week. Then I have to edit it. Right. So you guys get to see like the behind the scenes of how I put all this stuff together. And it's amazeballs, if I do say so myself. Okay. Just saying. So anyways, thank you so much for, coming out and, checking out and seeing what I've been up to. Cause I know I've been missing in action for a while, but, I've been out here doing this here thing, trying to do a little something. Okay. So anyways, if you want to get like the full, like scope of what this course is all about, here you go. Are you ready to unleash the power of your story and stand out in a crowded online world? Introducing the Unleashing the Power of Your Story course, the ultimate storytelling adventure for entrepreneurs like you. This step-by-step course will take you on a journey to discover your unique identity, craft compelling brand stories, and connect with your audience on a whole new level. No more feeling invisible or blending in with the masses. We'll help you create a powerful foundation for your brand, starting with your founder story, the heart of who you are and why you're in business. You'll learn how to engage your audience with personal stories that resonate deeply with them. Imagine captivating your audience with stories that leave them hanging on your every word. Plus, we'll show you how to build a story bank, a treasure trove of captivating stories that keep your audience coming back for more. So whether you're starting or looking to level up your brand, our course covers everything from crafting your vision story to sharing your transformational stories of success. Join our supportive communities of like-minded individuals on a journey to make their mark in the world. Our Unleashing the Power of Your Story course is your ticket to branding success. Enroll today and receive your comprehensive workbook with step-by-step guidance for every chapter. Don't wait, the world is waiting for your story. Click the link below and start your storytelling adventure now. Unleash the power of your story. It's time for you to make your mark. So what's your story? I'd love to know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So let me know what you think about that. Okay. Let me know what you think about that. And if you want, a helping hand to help create your brand story and help do the things that you do, join the community. We got a whole bunch of folks who like doing that in Discord. Oh my goodness. So guess what the Discord link is? lbcbranding.link/Discord. Yes. Oh my goodness. So you can join us over there too and just kind of like mix it up. So anyways, I'm so excited. I got a chance to share that with you. And oh my goodness, I got to keep writing. I got so much to write. Oh my gosh. And you could be a part of the beta group of this launching. That's gonna you'll have access to all of this stuff starting on Tuesday. So if you want to do that, hey, jump on in the beta, the beta bunch and, come on for a ride. So I'm so excited that I got a chance to come and sit with you tonight and talk about things that content creators should know about storytelling. Okay. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. Deuces!